Hello everybody and welcome to another Minecraft video. Spicy here. How is everybody doing today? I am doing great and I hope you are doing great too. Today we are back here in our 1.16 tutorial world and we're going to do something today that was requested by one of our subscribers on YouTube. We got a message or a comment in our flying machine video about doing pathways. So today we are here to do some pathways. Whoops. Right there. There we go. Okay, wrong button. We're here to do some pathways today. So we're right here in one of our plots, and we're going to show you right here how to do a couple of different pathways in Minecraft. So what we've got here for the first path that we're going to do is a stone pathway. So these are the pathways that I've been doing on our solo world of Enwrath, which we stream on Twitch. By the way, we do stream on Twitch. The link to that's in the description down below, along with our schedule. We would love to see you come in, say hi in chat, say you found us on YouTube. It would really make my day. But yeah, so first of all, here we go. This is our blocks that we're going to use. So we're going to use stone, we're going to use andesite, we're going to use cobblestone, gravel, and we're going to mix in some stone brick here and there. So the first thing that we have to do is figure out exactly where our path is going to go. Well, our path here is going to go in a straight line. So what we're going to do is we're going to show you how to make a straight path, but not make it straight. Yeah. So what we're going to do is we're going to clear out a 3-block area and we're going to go all the way to the other end with it. And then we're going to come back and show you what I mean by a straight path that's not straight. So we're going to go ahead and get this cleared out and we'll be right back. Okay, so here we are and we've got our 3-block path cleared all the way out. So now what we're going to do is we're going to come in, we're going to add a little bit of spunk to it, a little bit of an edginess to it. So we're going to come in, we're going to tear out some blocks along the way on both sides. It doesn't have to be the same blocks or the same. Don't make it symmetrical. Make it kind of a little off, because let's put it this way: paths are not straight. So just knock out some random blocks and stuff here and there. You could do little onesies here and there and stuff like that, and it's gonna give the path some detail, kind of like this. If you see a spot like this that you don't like, where you've got like 3 places exactly like that all in a row, you know, knock some more out. Make it look how you want it to look. Now what we're going to do is we're going to come in, we're going to take our blocks. So pick whichever block you want to be your predominant block, because that's the one you're going to have the most of in your path. So we're going to go with cobblestone for our predominant block. And what we're going to do is what we call the 3L pattern. So what that means, 3L pattern, is 3 blocks in an L shape. So like right here, it would be 1, 2, 3. That's it. We're going to put a whole bunch of these in there, just like this right here. So don't be afraid to get them close to each other. You can spread them out. You can do whatever you want to do. If you don't have a corner that you want to put one on, you know, you could do a couple, just 1 or 2 here and there. But if you stick with this pattern here, everything will wind up interconnecting in the end. So like I said, this is our predominant block. You could even come in here and let's say, you know, we want to put another one there like that. But just bring these in. Normally what I do is when I'm doing pathways, I do large pathways at one time, and I will pull a stack of each block out, and I will go all the way until I'm done with a full stack of blocks. And then I'll start on the next block. So the next block I normally like to put in is my second primary block, which would be my stone, my regular stone. So you can come in, like I said, right there again and do your 3 L's, or your 3-block L's. And not there, it goes there. And put these in place just like that. Don't be afraid to get them close to each other either. That's completely and totally fine. There's gonna be plenty of room for other blocks, and let's do one here. All right, so as you can see already, our pathway's starting to fill up pretty quick. So now you can take, you know, whichever block you want to do next. We're going to do some andesite next, and we're going to come in and we're going to do these exact same little L shapes and stuff. And you'll start to see where you're going to fill up, and there's just like 1 or 2 block gaps here and there, and that's good. That's what you want actually, because it's completely and totally up to you. I don't like to use a lot of stone brick in my paths just because I don't feel like it's very natural. I feel like it's more of a man-made block, and you know, if stone brick was there, maybe it's a patch in the road or something like that. So I don't use a whole lot of stone brick in my designs, but that's completely and totally up to you whether you do or not. So you're gonna have some L shapes left here and there. So you can come in with gravel and fill gravel in. Actually, all gravel pathways look really nice too. Look really, really good. The texture pack we're using has connected textures, so that's why we're getting this little grassy look half block over and stuff. The link to that texture pack is in the description down below. This is Drathmorg's texture pack, and you can get it off his Discord. So we're going to add just random stone brick in here and there just to fill some of these other areas in. And then we will come back with our cobble and hit the rest of these areas, or whichever block you want. You may decide, well, I don't want to do cobble. Let's do gravel instead. So we can come in and just add the gravel back in. That's what we'll do here. And just add your gravel in just like that. And before you know it, you've got a very random path. So this is how we do the streets in our towns. You can make them 3 wide, 4 wide, 5 wide. The rule still applies with this. Just be random with your block placement. Be random with your block choices. We're going to show you how to do a more natural pathway as well. We're going to do that over here. And then we're going to do some decoration on the sides and stuff. We'll do that off camera too. You can come back and see what just plants and bushes and things like that, bone meal, the grass, will do for these individual areas. So we're going to move over here. We're going to grab some materials and we'll be right back. Okay, guys, and we're back. We have gone ahead and done a little bit of legwork to begin off with. So what we've done is we've taken our shovel and we've gone ahead and made a 3-block wide path down through here. So the blocks we're going to be using for this are coarse dirt, regular podzol, and then regular grass blocks as well. We want this path to look a little bit beaten up. It's a little bit worn. This may not be in a city so much as it may be, in between 2 cities, maybe out in the wilderness or something like that. So what we're going to do first, we're going to come in with our shovel. We're going to do the kind of the same thing that we did over there. We want this path to feel very random. We didn't want to do that though, so let's put those back in. But we're going to come in. We're going to kind of just hit these sides a little bit and make it feel very random. You could even do some little areas, like this. Just kind of make it feel like it was supposed to be this way all along. Don't be afraid to go like way out either. Come way outside the areas and stuff like that. But just give it a little bit of character and stuff, just like that right there. So now what we're going to do is we want this to be minimal on this part. Especially if you're using a texture pack like this that has connected textures, because to my eye, this actually looks pretty good already the way that it is, because it's not your standard Minecraft pathway, but we want it to be a little bit better. So think of it this way: on the edges of your pathway is where you're going to find the most debris type stuff piled up. So you want to kind of stick to the edges, maybe not so much the middle, but you can come in and you can replace some blocks here and there. So we're doing some coarse dirt now, and just bring that coarse dirt in and kind of getting some of these outlying areas that may be, and don't be afraid to put a few together either. But just very random block placement here and there and everywhere, because we knew that was coming. But just something like that. And then maybe you want to do some podzol. Maybe you actually like podzol. I actually like podzol as a block. I think it's a really nice looking block for things like this. But just very random, just come through and just stick your podzol down just like this. And maybe we'll do a couple right here. Something like that. So now we can come in and don't be afraid to take regular grass blocks, and throw them right in the middle of your pathway. Because let's face it, there's spots that aren't going to be touched. There's spots that people aren't going to walk on. Maybe no one's walked here in years. Maybe no one's stepped in those particular places in years. And now your path is, you see what just adding those few grass blocks in did. Made it very overgrown looking, made it very rustic looking. So there's 2 examples there of pathways and what you can do for different pathways. So now what we're going to do is we're going to come in, we're going to decorate up each one of these pathways and show you some different things with some lighting techniques and different things that you can do along these pathways to make them look better, because it's not just the pathway itself, it's what you do around it that makes the pathway. So give us just a few minutes. We'll be right back and we're going to show you what we've done. Okay, guys, we are back and we are finished. So we've done a little bit of decoration and stuff around our pathways and stuff to make them look better. So let's take a walk down this one and see what you can see here. So this pathway, we've come in, we've put some trees and stuff along. We've done some lighting. We've done some of our lights out of our one of our lighting videos, which the card for that should be at the top of your screen now. We also have another video which will be at the suggested videos at the end. We have 2 different lighting videos. We have a third one on our way. So hope you guys are enjoying those. But yeah, so we put in some lamp posts. We put in some fences and stuff like that. We've got some cobble wall just kind of randomly placed throughout here. Our texture pack makes brown beds look like benches. So we've got a little bench and stuff sitting out here, but a very inviting little pathway to walk down, nice and well lit up and everything else. There is one more technique for lighting in the pathways that I'm going to show you. If you don't want to use street lamps, or if your street lamps are spread too far apart, if you've got mini HUD and you can pull the light level stuff, you'll see that we've got areas of red here. So to get rid of those areas of red that we have going on, maybe you want to do some lighting in the ground. So you don't want to just see the cobblestone, or the glowstone. That's ugly. We don't want to see that. But you place the light gray carpet on top of it. It makes it look like a little raised area in the ground, and it takes care of the light sources on your pathways. So that's a really neat, handy little trick for some hidden lighting on your pathways, is just to cover that up with carpet and it still shines through. So our pathway here is nice and safe, except for a couple of areas. For just a couple of spots here, and we'll go ahead and we'll put some stuff here on those too. But it's pretty much safe. No mobs are going to spawn on our walkway. Now they will spawn in the woods unless you do the same thing there. But yeah, for the most part, our walkway's pretty nice and pretty safe. So this is our stone pathway for our cities and stuff. Now what we're going to do is we're going to move on over to the more rustic pathways. So again, like I said, don't be afraid to put the grass and stuff inside the pathways. Go ahead and bone mill it all out, put some different grass and stuff in there. So here we've got some very rustic lighting. We've just got some lanterns on some walls and stuff here. So when you walk down this path at night, you're going to get this nice little glow off these lanterns and stuff. It's still going to be dark and everything else. You're still going to have mobs and stuff spawn. This is a little harder to do, to get the lighting and stuff in, because the brown carpets don't look right with all this stuff. But there are a few tricks that you can do, like hiding your lighting up underneath bushes. You could place composters down and place a piece of glowstone up under the composters, because composters are transparent blocks, so they emit light. And things like that. But this, as you can see, you've got little trees even over here in the pathways. Don't be afraid to do that either. But it's a nice little rustic pathway that could lead from one village to another, or you've got your nice little streets that run through your town. Either way, they both look great. They're both going to fit in your world, and I hope that you like them both. So with that being said, guys, I hope you really enjoyed today's video. It was a lot of fun making it. I hope you guys really liked it. Again, don't forget we do stream on the Twitch. The link to that is in the description down below, along with the schedule. If you guys like this video, please don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. If you already haven't subscribed to the channel, please consider doing so. It really helps the channel out a lot. And I look forward to seeing you guys next time. So until then, happy building, and we'll see you later. Pink fluffy unicorns dancing on rainbows. Yeah, it should be a thing.